really good show tonight. I'll go with 7 without a 10. So this was a really good show tonight. So look at news on the bottom. News is called on the bottom below. You get 14, PC 18. You get free downloads. You get free phones. You get free games on your phones on your free apps. You get one sticker, one member, and one sticker. The cable occupied and so much more. So let's go between from tonight's Monday Night Raw. So I just said one is a special referee introduced. He said, I just said Rollins is over his referee to CM Punk and Drew McIntyre to kick off on Monday's show. And what's revealed there is such a one rule for this coming Saturday match in Cleveland Stadium. Both men must listen to everything he says. After from their assessment became anticipated was the most adjustly the Boston match on the SummerSlam card. After CM Punk took credit for Drew McIntyre, after the sources this used, it wasn't it to agreeing so the same year in the CM Punk his presence the Scottish Royal after he avowed to decided to CM Punk and Rollins animate his for the both men. After this the assessment was probably incredible, but this was felt mostly with too many forces. This gentleman we already knew we accurate before now. This was a fun start to send the show and it wasn't quit. After some adjustment for the match, after but to somewhat responsible of it, I did nothing to feel any more Peacock exclamations in 8 months Bill had it personally. So after Michael Cole know that CM Punk match and this coming Saturday is his first one-on-one match in WWE in 10.5 years. So I was thinking about CM Punk was part of the beginning of the company since like 2013 and 2015, like us almost 10 years maybe. After CM Punk was into the Rollins has hit the boot taking his office boy Adam Page. I'm going to get paid so much money to do something I will do for free. After Drew McIntyre said, I'm beating CM Punk up and in Cleveland. After CM Punk told Drew McIntyre he hoped he enjoyed the last 6 months. After he because it's the best thing he ever did for his career. It was hurting him. It was also the worst thing he ever did for his career. So next match we have Otis and Kevin Chisara, which they got the Creed Brothers. I just said Gilbert won the battle has his new season Creed and Brodus Creed defeating Otis and Kevin Chisara in a tag team absence on Monday night. This was fun. A cosmic tag match plus a post match beat down by the hills, including an angled lock onto the front big man, Mason Dupree, and Todd center ring is standing up for her friend and slap Gable. Also has last year's in 2012, Libyan, the confident Master Dupree, life was the man into the crowd and came to his feet and said, "Butterflies," said the area. After that White sings and Todd said the area with Everett Warren, and Solgacy, and Justin Loomis. After removing their mask, and it was revealed deal that was before letting out to the hills. After making Cross wipe out Sankey with a crossbody block, and Uncle Hattie saves him off to end the disaster. In the middle that match, the Creek brothers. That I wasn't said he for orders is hat between a hat tag is also the thoughts. It wasn't interesting to see orders take to the fall, but he hasn't said the most. After the fans in his lose in the subsequent beatdown, let's say Master Dupree. After he slapped to Gable with that in mind, it worked. After he luckily lose to No Mountain has a results. After speaking of Master Dupree is continue to have the most announcement of anyone on the babyface side. It was a form that was a start began she has not to stand up to Gable. After the White safe stuff was way done with him. After was true there is an argument to be made that was removed so the mask should have been held until we saw of this fail. And what we saw for Justin Loomis and Solgacy is still it. And so the show reactions and some of all involved was perfectly. So next match we have Simmons goes 1-on-1 against Boston Reed. After Boston Reed is 6 notes, he won a match on Monday Night Raw. So after the 2024 Understood Excited, Butler defeating Simmons in a rematch from a few weeks back. I was casting on a late from Pete Dunne, and I think that was the victory. This was a good physical match with some was quality near falls. After was late, it was a great showing for two talented big men. So this was like this big talented man, I think. After who can justly be counted on to a level has horse of the brand. After Boston Reed scoring a win is a big deal because he has lacked those defining victories after a while. After Simmons losing to the way that he did only put him on one step closer to the showdown with Pete Dunne in what should be a sturdy match on any card lucky enough to have it. In the winner of that match is Boston Reed won the match. After a white noise from the ropes by Simmons, I wasn't in the positive spot. How is Simmons still having the best, most explosive and physical matches of his career? There was Cinnamon is a one of between center votes and could he be better now than ever? After Pete Dunne was a great callback to the Bowling Blues classes. So I was thinking about that since like last year has the Bowling Blues, a former teammate with Samus. So next match we have St. Oso goes one-on-one against Khalil. I just think Oso may not have a match at this SummerSlam, but he did not allow that to prevent him as he score off with Assessment Day. It was a helpful Khalil in a one-on-one absence. At the main event, and found himself also leading into Cedric and coming out of the after commercial break. It was at the one point in a personal profit, the spine buster from his opponent. After Khalil, the person costly through he grabbed his trademark elbow. This is what he grabbed his elbow like this, and he eat it and had to spit it out and set up to spit in St. Oso's face, only to eat a pistol perfect spill has to the baby face. He on a big come from behind victory. And it will that match and St. Oso. So I wasn't how does St. Oso not have a match on one of the biggest shows of the year? I was a heat highlight last year's SummerSlam, and he is not on the card this year. Okay, so this was interesting of this. I was bring more popular than ever. After Khalil wasn't supposed to have been on point in recent weeks, he just said a little things with making him even more valuable, and then he will have been other ways. Ever then the match was responsible, but he highlights it also continue to the side story of the Hills and question to be accepted as a member of Assessment Day. So it was so it served a purpose with and nothing else. So next match we have Civil Wars goes 1-on-1 against Karrion Kross. I just speaking of backstage. Sonya Deville and Zoe Stark and the best of song Sonya Vega with showing her arm. So I seen that show. I seen it. I just seen Bessel come back and her Sonya Vega in the back. He grabbed like this and he kicked on Sonya Vega after that. So I wasn't inside the area except it was inside the Final Testament, Karrion Kross, and I did the rivalry with the last in-ring showdown. After Karrion Kross turned Civil Wars before the after Bill and followed into babyface that was itself into the form of any slight. Karrion Kross slowed it things down, overpowering Civil Wars coming out of the after commercial break. There was the babyface and attempted a comeback, but Karrion Kross, the final player, was the pinfall victory. So Isaac Cannon Cross told City Wars that Kobe Kissinger should have retired after losing the WWE Championship in 6 weeks. So I was after seconds, the final testament possibly not wasn't into there is some sort of person has to what the group is supposed to be Cannon Cross because of his promo, but this has been zero. Now this is based on the fastest most purpose into the result it is a crowd that has no involvement in it. So next match we have Sami Zayn goes 1-on-1 against Dominic Mysterio. So I was earlier today the women's world champion Liv Morgan. She cut a pre-tape promo or a ball on the follow a where she don't and different from her and talk with Dominic Mysterio. I was inside the area. Dominic Mysterio scored with Intercontinental Championship Sami Zayn in a non-title match. That was a competitive match. We saw Dominic Mysterio moving to his size control, only for Sami Zayn to fight back. That was an interval late. Khalil and CJ Madonna got involved in breaking up a painful table and drawing a DQ victory for the baby face. After they also made the save, calling the ring of the hills. After Braun Breaker logging to send one last message to Sami Zayn attack. But found himself retreat to close out of the assessment. And the winner of that match is Sami Zayn. After Sami Zayn responded to the great pre-tape promo from Braun Breaker on the instant a night, taking spending the #1 Nintendo, criticizing his comedy show the night before. After SummerSlam, because he had it oversold a night before at Money in the Bank, and he still beat Braun Breaker. After Pat McAfee to Dominic Mysterio has a Michael Fields of it was a great lie from a guy who has not been when he has good has. He was the answer for one on community with WWE. After Dom's Halloween, Havoc, and Spirit Gear is always top into the business. This was a one instance where we did not have to have Braun Breaker on this show. After this promo on the inside of the night, it was a hit, so the night white notes and save as a perfect to build for this match. After where Sami Zayn we did not need someone in here. So next match we had 6 women tag team match. We have Atlanta Fox here, Katana Sands and Kaden Carlo about Sunday Vale, Soren Stark, and Santa Basel in the 6 women tag team match and Austin next. That was the Hills and Atlanta Fox for mostly of this match, but the Queen of the Ring warmed up and funded them off and made the attack. After King Carlos, the Ashes broke down from there with the babyface managing a comeback and post to score to the win. It was Lord Sonya Deville broke up the Azure Polybrite and the Katana Sense in Zoe Stark put her away with a C-350 for the win. Azure Cinemax Demon's control returned and clear through the ring as the heels turned before standing tall to close the things out. And to win that match is Zoe Stark, Sonya Baszler, and Sonya Deville. Agent Red Faggot does not feel his opponent has seen 2 months ago, but he continues to enjoy constants and on television time that keeps her into the fans' eye, keeping her relevant. Episode like is James Control babyface now that was the flap heel. But that group has done nothing to earn that role, also because of the attendance that comes along with it. So next match we have main event. So we have Finn Balor goes 1-on-1 against Gunther. That was after the days before he silenced Damian Priest for the World Heavyweight Championship. That was at SummerSlam and Gunther battled with Finn Balor in a victory match. That was a physical, competent match. We saw Gunther control the piece for his after Finn Balor to fight from underneath. He did as he has countless and times over his WWE career to a point that he has to wait cancel in the drop zone for the Cover D against Raw. After Gunther moved out of the way, he trapped Finn Balor in a sleeper hold and scored the win with after referee to stop this match. That was after in the match. He went beside the hold until Damian Priest hit to the ring and the 2 superstars brawl to close out the show. And the winner that match is Gunther. After we remind that Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest have his back in his match against Gunther. After Finn Balor questioned them, he was asking, "Well, if they believe in him, you don't think I'm good enough?" And was he accept that to come into the play in the next few days as money tensions between Finn Balor and Damian Priest comes to a head. This match was strong, but felt like the 2 guys working a little and were ended going all out ahead of SummerSlam, and this match down on the line maybe. So this was really good. So tonight, so the next one we have our grade B. Danny Jamie did a solo job of booking this show. That was to be the final hype for this Saturday in SummerSlam in Cleveland. We saw the key player and highlight had CM Punk and Wallace and Sami Zayn, Michael and Rhea Ripley, and Liv Morgan and Damian Priest in Gunther. With all permanently was it in one way or oval. I think more permanent that Triple H and the creative team never allowed the playing live events to overshadow the rest of this show. The messages will storyline departments such as the Alliance from the Right 6 and Chad Gable that will have longer racing events beyond after SummerSlam. After Sunny Vega is set up as a prostitute Sonya Deville and so his dog and Sonny Baseball has his Jimmy's control. In general, Isaac did his rivalry with Samus and Ken Cross on the Oval Key victory over Civil Wars. And they also remind each one and set aside Judgment Day. That was it reminds to be seen whether in when those stories of why they follow chapter, but it's a good idea that advance or body made is a permission in a way that it has not been in many years. So let's go between on my 12 from tonight. So let me say my file here with my notes. So we have 100% elected tonight. So let's go between my community polls from today. So we have 100% same day on my 12. So have us in Monday. Have a good week. And we will be back here on Wednesday for AJ Dynamite and so much more. So we will keep you guys find more updates, and we will keep you guys some more and just content of Awesome Wrestling. But this time, peace.